So, hello everyone, good evening to all. Just confirm me once in the chat box that my voice is audible. Okay, thank you for your response in the chat box. Today we'll discuss on a very important thing, a very important subject, a very important topic. Yes, a very good evening to all of you. My voice is audible. Voice is low. I think now it is completely okay. I think now it is completely okay. My voice is audible. Oh, voice is low. Uh, Low voice is there. Now I think voice is audible. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So let's start our discussion on a very important subject, on a very important topic. Nanda sir, I think there is certain issue at your end, so please check at your end once. So फटाफट से those who are here in the live meeting, I just request, just confirm me once that sir voice is completely audible. I just require 30 to 40 messages so that we can start. Okay, 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 okay. स्कूल के बच्चों को सिखाते हो या फिर I also need to start it on YouTube, so just give me a single second. Okay, right now it is completely okay. So let's start our discussion on this subject. So the most important thing, sir, today in this particular session, in this particular workshop, we are not supposed to discuss any section, any provision of law. Okay, we'll discuss how we can provide certain additional services to our client. That is what is the core concept of this specific session, of this specific workshop. I am not going to use the word session, I am going to use the word workshop, because we'll discuss certain technical things in this specific session. So, sir, you all are ready for that, for a very healthy discussion. And also, one very important information, those who are joining this session as our GST comprehensive course participants, then today we have no session from 8 to 9 p.m. This is the session because I have received certain requests from the participants that sir, two sessions in a day is not possible for us because sir, आप बोर करते हो. Okay, just joke apart. So we have just this session on the technical mode, on the technical note. Okay, now I have one or two questions for all of you. Okay, Ripal sir, we have already dispatched, you will receive it within 1 to 2 days. Okay, so let's start our discussion now. I am not going to take a single question from the chat box. Sir, now voice not clear. I am not getting that why my voice is not clear to certain participants. Clear but low. Okay. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. I think now I have just changed my mic, so now it's okay. 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 Thank you. I have just changed the mic. So, okay, Sivanand sir, thank you. So let's start our discussion. Now I am not going to check any messages. Okay. So Today we'll discuss something new, but there is one question in the mind. That is, sir, we are providing the services like return filing, we are providing the services like the compliance handling, we are providing the services related to the GST consultancy, we are providing the services related to the implementation of GST, the handling of compliances, handling of litigations completed. Okay, all these type of services we are providing to our clients. Sir, if you are providing these services, then your other competitor is also providing these type of services. If you will charge a fees of 15,000 rupees, your client will say that, sir, Mr. X is filing the same for 12,000 rupees. I think we all are facing these type of issues. Am I right? If am I right, then you may comment in the chat box, because I have solution for that. Because, sir, as we all know that this decade, 2020 to 2030, is specifically for the innovation. Who is going to innovate something new, that person will be in the front, that person will be the leader, and all others are just going to face the issues. So we all should be the leaders, we all should be in the front phase. For that purpose, we just need to take certain innovative steps. As we are providing the return filing services, we are providing best of our services with the provision of law, with the concepts, but what we are providing certain additional to our client, that is what is important. Next thing, whenever there will be litigation, we are providing our best services, we are preparing the replies, we are drafting it in a very well way, we are also taking the consultancy from other experts. But sir, the point is that, can we provide something new to our client? That is, can we provide the services to prevent the litigations? Just the litigation आए नहीं. Can we become the partner? Can we become the partner in the growth of our client? Can we do this specific thing? That is what is very important, very innovative idea. Okay. Because now if you will check, then 90% professionals are just focusing to provide the consultancy, to file the return, to handle the compliances. They are not focused that how we can prevent the litigations, how we can provide the business growth oriented consultancy, how we can be the partner in the growth of our client. And these things are very, very, very important. Okay. So this is just a workshop in which I am going to give you a brief idea about a new area. Okay. And yes, yes. This question is very important. That's a no awareness in some clients. So they are saying that, sir, you just need to file the returns and this is the fees of 8,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. Take your fees and go away. Because now we are also handling a GST comprehensive course, and I think you all are the participants in that specific course. Okay. So in that course, we are learning the GST law in a different way, different mechanism, the implication of various provisions. Okay. But the point is that the purpose of that course is to provide the expert idea about the GST knowledge. But with that, we also want that, sir, you can provide the best services to your client and you can attract the new clients. That is what is the purpose. Hence, we are also going to handle these type of specific workshops for you. Okay. So this is one of that. Now, today in this specific session, I am just going to discuss on a very technical tool that has been developed by our company, not by Sachin. That is what is the thing. Now, one question is there from the Srinivasan sir, that, sir, my client has no idea about these things. So for that purpose, I just need to give you a very short example. When I was in the development of this specific tool, at that time, I have not provided any services to my client. I have just taken the data of my client for which my team is filing the regular returns, and I have prepared a specific report. And I have discussed the same report with my client that, sir, this report is useful for you or not. और लिटरली जब मैंने मेरे क्लाइंट के साथ वो सारी की सारी चीजें डिस्कस की, एट दैट टाइम क्लाइंट फाउंड दैट रिपोर्ट अ वेरी यूजफुल रिपोर्ट. Then after we have created a tool on that report, and we have started selling the same in the market, and you can check the same on the websites as well. This is just an example that due to our initiation or due to the initial step which we have taken, the status is in front of you, and very soon I am going to discuss on that technical tool. And that is not a marketing, that is just a information that, sir, yes, these type of things are also there in market, and these type of practices are also there. Because the point is that now, yes, we are filing the returns, we are filing the returns for 500 clients, for 400 clients, for 300 clients, for 1000 clients. But what after 2 to 3 years, when the maximum procedure will be automated? How we can survive? What type of services will provide to our client? तो कुछ लोग बोलते हैं, sir, the scope of practice will get reduced. But I am saying at that time the scope will enhanced, because we'll get the time, we'll get the idea to explore the new areas in the market, and one of them we'll discuss in our today's session. So, sir, you all are agree with me? Can we start the discussion? Can I share with you a specific Excel file regarding a very important discussion? Sir, are you ready for that? Because your excitement is very important for me. Now, I think the Excel file is there in front of you. Okay. We have already coded this tool. We have already created the tool. But now today I'm just going to discuss with you. Today I'm just going to discuss with you our draft Excel report through which we have prepared this tool. Why? Because I just want to share with you the basics of this specific report. This is the internal audit report. Now, sir, what do you mean by this internal audit, and what is the purpose of this internal audit? So now we have started an internal audit for our clients on half yearly basis and on yearly basis as well. In that particular report, we are checking multiple areas related to the future litigation. And we are providing a report to our client that, sir, these are the area on which you need to be very much careful, and you need to make efforts. Your accountant needs to make efforts and be careful. And these are the compliances which you have to follow. These are the corrective measures you have to take, so that in future your litigation will be very low, or there will be no litigation. Okay. So there will be no litigation. That is what is the purpose. Yes, this Excel tool, earlier we have shared with certain participants in our previous courses. Okay. Now then we have converted into a tool. That was at that time, this was just an Excel file. But then after we have included multiple things in this specific Excel and created it like a tool, and we have also developed a Power BI model. So everything will share with you. And I think all these things will be very much important for you, because with the knowledge of law, with the knowledge of provision, with the knowledge of practical aspect, we should use certain technical tools so that we can provide the best services to our clients, and we can provide the something unique services to our clients. So the purpose of this internal audit, we are providing corrective measures to our client, so that at the time of litigation, when the departmental authority will come, and departmental authority will say that these are the things which you have not followed, so this is the penalty, this is the interest, this is the tax amount, and they are going to prepare a complete report on that. These things we are providing to our client at the earlier stage, so that our client can easily check the same, take the corrective uh, actions, and keep aware about the future litigations. So this is the additional services from our side towards our client. And sir, we are charging a very handsome amount of fees for this, because we all are family members. So I can share with you everything related to that. So I just want to share with you these things as well, that this is a new thing. So let's briefly discuss on this particular internal audit report. half yearly basis, yearly basis. If you want to implement the same, you can implement it. Okay, that is what is your complete decision. And on this internal audit report, today we'll just discuss what are the things which is covered in this particular internal audit report. We have a 7 days complete workshop, practical workshop, in which we'll cover that how you can collect the data from the books of accounts to prepare the complete internal audit report, how you can prepare the internal audit report, what are the key considerations you need to keep in your mind. So this is just a trailer. We have a complete picture of 7 days as well, okay, in which we'll cover the complete tool. Now let's start the discussion so that you can get an idea about the importance of these things. So when we'll start the discussion on the internal audit of our client, first we are just supposed to collect the data from our client related to the industry, related to the nature of business in which client is involved, so that we can also get the idea about the applicable provision, about the applicable clauses, about the specific plus and minus, about the opportunity and threats in that specific area. Hence, first we are going to ask certain questions with our client, and we are demanding certain documentation from our client, in which the first thing, nature of the industry, to identify the nature of our client. And always, if you are going for internal audit or not going for internal audit, if you are handling a work of your client, in that case, this is a very basic thing that we should have the very detailed idea about the nature of that particular client. But if you will check, in 60 to 70% cases, professionals are merely filing the returns. They have just idea that this person is dealing in the cloth industry, but they have no idea that this person is dealing in the packing industry, this person is dealing in the color chemical or manufacturing or trading. That is the key consideration we need to keep in our mind. Second, we also need to check the status of industry, that it is a partnership firm, it is a proprietorship firm, it is a company, LLP, HUF, so that we can trace the applicable legal provisions in that. We also need to take the GST registration certificate while doing the internal audit, so that we can get the idea about the additional place of business, about the key signatories, about the key person, all these things we can get, about the amendments also. We also need to check the HSN code and SEC code which is mentioned on the GSTN common portal, so that we can align the same with the nature and business activities, as we have asked with our client in our first question. We also need to take the financial audit statement and the system generated statements. That is, if we are doing the internal audit after income tax audit report or after closing of the financial year, then we may take the financial statement. Or if we are doing the same on half yearly basis, then also the system generated financial statement are there. I can easily analyze the each and every item and term of the financial statement and trading account. I can easily analyze the each and every item of balance sheet. I request everyone, those who have joined this specific session or workshop, please be there till the last moment of this session, because in this session we are not supposed to discuss any provision of law. We are directly discuss how we can use the provision of law. Okay, completely in a practical way. And tool development is not at all required. If you will get the idea about these things, you can manually ask the same and connect with your client. Tool is just a bridge. Okay. Form number 3CD, which is also very much important document. Kai bar under GST, we are thinking that what is the role of this 3CD? Because, sir, when you want to know the related party transactions for the valuation perspective, your 3CD is there. When you want to check the financial interest and trade interest, your 3CD is there. When you want to check the clause by clause analysis related to the business expenditure, 3CD is there. Whenever you want to check the branches, 3CD is there. So multiple uses are there of this 3CD form. If you want to know about the books of accounts which has been maintained by the client, then also this 3CD is there. So multiple things are there. If you will give me 3 hours, then I will completely go for the post-mortem of that 3CD form from GST perspective. That is what is the power. But today we have a limited amount of time. So I'm just going to give you a path. So these are the very important things which is there. And believe me, if you will adopt only 20 to 30% of the things from this particular session, then definitely your practice will be on a next level. Creditors ledger, 180 days we have to check, and also to identify the bogus purchases as well, and the related things. Now you will say that how we can identify the bogus purchases from the creditors ledgers. Yes, tools and techniques are there to identify. Sales register, to check the details about the place of supply, the charged IGST, CGST, SGST. Purchase register, to trace and to check the eligibility of input tax credit from the prospect of time of supply as well. Discount ledger, to check the trade discount, the financial discount, the with effect GST, without effect GST, the discount ledger is required. Interest ledger, we have to check the financial interest or trade interest at the relevant applicability. Related party transactions, form number 3CD, you can take the data related to the related party transactions. List of employees, which is very much important, because many times we are just focusing on the data which has been generated from the system and we are filing the returns. But sir, the expenditure which has been booked in the profit and loss account is also played a very important role. कहीं एम्प्लॉयर एम्प्लॉय रिलेशनशिप के चक्कर में कहीं वो टैक्स पेयर जीएसटी की सेविंग तो नहीं कर रहा है, जीएसटी का इवेजन तो नहीं कर रहा है. That is what is a very important thing which we need to keep in our mind. Item wise purchase summary, so that we can trace the eligible input tax credit and ineligible input tax credit, the expenditure ledger from the RCM perspective and from the reversal perspective. Income ledger from the applicability of GST perspective. Your trial balance will show you the movement of the various terms which is there in the trial balance. That is also very important thing. And whenever you will demand the trial balance, don't take merely the closing balances, take the opening balances, debit, credit and closing balances. That will be a very helpful tool for you. All ledger if you will take, then if you want to check or analyze any entry, you can easily trace the same. Refund calculation sheet, suppose you are doing the internal audit of a specific client who is dealing in the refund as well, then you just need to go for the refund calculation sheet as well. Yes, many times the point is that departmental authority has approved the refund application, so no need to do anything. Sir, if there will be a scrutiny of your refund application in such a scenario, if they found any default, you have to pay the amount with interest in cash. And sir, we all know the environment of the industry. If there will be a single notice in the hand of your client and client found that my chartered accountant, my GST practitioner is not providing the perfect services to me, other one will attract it. So we need to be very much careful from that. Export specification, if your client is dealing in the export, then also we have to check multiple things. Okay, we'll discuss later on. Input service distributor ISD, which is mandatory from 1st April 2025, that is also a very important thing. And the cross charge mechanism, which will not be there from 1st April 2025. So these are the very important documentation and very important questions which we need to ask with our client, although we have a separate questionnaire as well. So this is the first part of this tool. And sir, if you will prepare all these things in this Excel file or in the tool, but you have to provide the report to your client as well. So in this specific tool, we have given the option that you can convert the file into PDF and you can generate the report very easily for single slides, for a complete report as well, with your logo, with your details. Okay, this is just a draft file. Okay, again, now in next part we have covered a specific thing related to the turnover reconciliation, which plays a very important role. Sir, whenever there will be a 2 to 3 things, then the reconciliation plays a very important role. And in our case, as we all know, we have a GSTR1, GSTR3B, books of accounts. The sales of 1, 3B and books of accounts should be reconciled. There should be no a single difference. So for that purpose, we have to ready always. So when consolidated reconciliation is required, and one individual month-wise reconciliation is also required. So first we'll go for the consolidated reconciliation, then we'll go for the month-wise reconciliation as well. In this case, we have to go for the turnover as per 3B1. Also, we have provided the option for the turnover from the report that is generated from the books of accounts and the GST records. And if there will be any difference, then there may be chances the reason of difference may be discount, maybe interest, maybe rent, commission, AMC charges, which is not part of the trading account, but the same is there profit and loss account. So we have to provide the same for the reason of the differences so that your reconciliation will always be ready. Sir, this tool is itself a audit tool. You can say this tool is useful for the chartered accountant, for the professional, for the GST practitioners. But as many participants are the GST practitioners and the professionals and the chartered accountants, so I am saying that these type of tools we have to follow, we have to use. Because जब हम बात करते थे AI is not useful, but now we all are using the chat GPT. So these things are also very much important. Next, in which we have covered the reconciliation of the outward supply, that is GSTR1, GSTR3B books. You just need to put the figures, the differences will automatically there. Now one question is that, sir, how we can get the monthly data in a smooth way? So for that purpose we have a 7 days training in which we'll discuss the same as well. Okay, so now the purpose of this workshop is to give you a brief idea about the things which we can do. This is a very normal task, I think, for the turnover related reconciliation files we all are following in our day-to-day practices as well. But the point is that how we can capture the data in a very smooth way, that is what is the part of one question. Our another reconciliation is your bifurcation of input tax credit. As sir, when we are filing the annual return, we have to provide the separate data for the capital goods and input service. Also, I am not talking from the GSTR 9 perspective, that is annual return, but I am talking from a very specific perspective, that is rule number 4243. As we all know, when a particular person is dealing in the taxable as well as exempted goods. Now, I just want to clarify one important thing that, sir, those who are the participants of GST comprehensive course, we are covering each and everything from a very basics. Okay. So, but for taking this specific session, this specific workshop, I have one concept that you all have the basic idea about it. Okay. Now, capital goods input service. If a taxpayer is dealing in the exempted as well as taxable goods, in that case, monthly reversal is mandatorily required on account of 4243. And if there will be any wrong reversals on account of 4243, in that case, a lot of very huge penalties will be there. So from that perspective, we have to be very much careful. Hence, we have given the questions that you have checked the calculation of 4243. Although we have also given a separate sheet for the calculation of 4243 as well, so that you can monthly or half yearly or yearly basis very smoothly calculate the reversal as per rule number 42 and 43. Reconciliation of input tax credit. Sir, we have GSTR2B, GSTR3B and books of accounts. We are not eligible to claim the input tax credit in excess of GSTR2B. But the input tax credit which we are claiming in GSTR3B, that should also be with our books of accounts. समझ रहे हो? Are you getting my point? So these three reconciliation are very much required. So differences will be there. You can make the remarks of the differences as well. And in this tool, the very important, very specific thing is that you can easily generate the PDF file and share the same with your client for your fees. Okay. And also we have to go for the input closing balance reconciliation, ITC as per GST and common portal, ITC as per our books of accounts. And if there will be any difference, then yes, ask the question. Now, a very important, a very specific thing is that is reverse charge mechanism. This is also a very important question, as we all know. And the payment of reverse charge mechanism is very crucial. Why crucial? Now, In 2B, if RCM is there, taxpayer has to make the payment of taxes under reverse charge mechanism. In books of accounts, if you have booked any expenditure which is covered in section number 9, subsection 3, then also you have to pay the reverse charge mechanism. Sir, I have to follow that 2B or books. Mister, you have to follow both these things. So this is the quite complex. So for that purpose, we have to be very much careful while preparing the reconciliation from the RCM perspective. Hence, in this particular Excel file, in this tool, अभी मैं इसको Excel file ही pronounce करूंगा because when I am presenting you in front of you, this is just an Excel file. Sir, before moving ahead, can I ask with you one question, sir? Are you enjoying? This is something new. Are you getting something new, or this is helpful in your knowledge enhancement to boost your practices? Because this question is important for me. Thank you for your. Now, second thing we have covered in this particular tool is that, sir, I have no idea about the specific item on which RCM is applicable. So we have given a specific list of services on which the reverse charge mechanism is applicable. So you just need to check that any GTA related expenditure has been booked in the profit and loss account. Just select yes or no. Yes, then you have to provide the amount. Then you also need to select that RCM has been paid or not. If you have paid the RCM, then on which amount you have paid the RCM. So difference will be there. Automatically your client get that the idea that I have paid the amount of GST on account of reverse charge mechanism of 1 lakh rupees, but as per provision, as per the internal audit report of my chartered accountant or my GST professional, the amount should be payable on 1,50,000 rupees. So 50,000 deficiency that has been provided by my client, by my chartered accountant, by my GST professional. Or if you will provide these type of services, this type of specific report, and if you will demand 15,000, 10,000 rupees extra fees, your client will readily pay, sir. But first you need to show the results of this particular Excel file. Because we have also given around 7 to 8 months for the preparation of this specific Excel sheet. When you are watching this video or joining this live course, I think you all are thinking that these are very normal things. Okay. So we can prepare it within 1 to 2 days. But sir, we know the time which we have given to this specific tool. Okay, so now we have covered a specific all the services and the applicability of reverse charge mechanism so that one can easily trace the RCM. This is a month-wise reconciliation of input tax credit on account of reverse charge mechanism. That is your books, GSTR 3B. As per your books of accounts, this is the RCM. As per your GSTR 3B, this is the RCM, and you can easily trace the differences. Okay, this is related to output which you have paid, and this is the input tax credit which you have claimed. Because as we all know, in case of reverse charge mechanism, we are paying the amount in cash and we are claiming the input tax credit as well. So for that purpose, first we have provided the reconciliation of outward supply related to reverse charge mechanism. Then we have provided the details related to the input tax credit reconciliation. So complete thing will be there. RCM related, we have covered total 3 things. First, that list, that is RCM inquiry. Then we'll go for the monthly reconciliation from the books of accounts and 3B. And third thing which we'll cover, that is invoice wise reconciliation. In this Excel tool, we'll also provide you the details about the invoice wise reconciliation of input tax credit very soon. Now, sir, if our client has taken the refund, then also we have to check the documentation from the refund perspective, although the same has been passed by the departmental authority, but we have to check the genuineness, because many times refund may be passed due to any licensing or any issues. So we just need to take care of that, because if any audit will be there, then the taxpayer will be responsible, and at that time taxpayer will directly come to you and say that you have filed the refund application but this demand is there. So we should be very much careful from that. Okay. Refund structure, we just need to select that it is an inverted duty structure or export or any other. The amount for which refund you have claimed, the amount, the period, if you have availed the benefit of duty drawback, whether you have availed the benefit of duty drawback at a higher rate or lower rate or medium rate. So you have to decide the refund eligibility. So complete questionnaire is there. Also you have prepare the complete reconciliation from ICE Get portal. Although we have a separate sheet for ICE Get portal as well, because this is a very important thing. If you are also filing a refund application for your client who is dealing in the export, then please check the sales with the ICE Get portal. That is also a very, very important thing. Now we have provided the specific formula for the calculation of refund from the inverted duty structure and the export, so you can get the final amount of refund and you can easily compare the same with the refund which has been claimed during the financial year. Okay, now in next sheet, that is your export. In case of export, then you have to provide the IEC code, import export code, amount of export sales, local loan facility taken for the PC or not, that is packing credit. That is also a very important role. So now in this workshop, I am just going to briefly give you the idea that these are the major things which we need to be focused, because if I am going to take each and everything in a detailed way, it will take around 15 hours. Okay. Now, in that case, you have to check the export related sales shipping bill. Then you have to check the same with the IEC Get portal, and the difference will be, so that you can easily trace the differences. You can easily share the report with your client and your client can easily take the corrective measures. Now, sir, all these columns are blank. How will get the data? For that purpose, we have a 15-hour workshop. सब कुछ अभी बता देंगे तो 15 hour में क्या करेंगे? Now, creditors, this is also a very important thing which we have covered in our first slide about the creditors payment within 180 days. So we have to import the complete list of creditors. Then we have to check the outstanding creditors more than 180 days. Then we have to show the excess 180 days. Okay, the days which is in excess of 180. Then we have to check the ITC reversed or during the period any reclaimed or the interest paid or not. That is what is our assurance which we need to go for. Now government is saying that you have to show in other reversal, then after you have to show in reclaimed. But when we have developed this specific tool, we have already included these things in our. An important issue which has been raised by the departmental authority in case of any litigation or business audit, that sir, there is a variation between the sales as per your eBay bill portal and as per your books of accounts. So this reconciliation is also very much helpful in that we have first going to prepare the reconciliation as per the e-way bill generated from the books of accounts and e-way bill as per the GST and common portal, and differences will be there, so that this report will be in hand of your client, so your client can easily trace the things that yes, this is the difference and he should be ready for the payment. And we can also suggest our client that sir, we are providing with a complete clear picture of each and everything for you. 86B, 30 to 40% taxpayer has not followed this specific provision. That is, if the turnover in excess of 50 lakh rupees, you have to pay 1% of total tax liability through cash. So for that purpose, we have covered the same, that your turnover for the specific month, if the turnover exceeded 50 lakh rupees or not, and then after you have to show 1% paid in cash or not. And the same will not be applicable if you fall in the following criteria, that is refund claim during the financial year, income tax department, or continue payment of tax during the financial year. That is what is the thing. We need to be very much careful. So 86B has already been included. Now the most important thing, as a GST practitioner, as a chartered accountant, as a GST professional, that is analysis of profit and loss account. So we have covered each and every item of P&L. You have to show here. You have to select nature of that item, like income or expenditure, whether GST applicable or not. In that case, the GST rate which is applicable on that particular item of profit and loss account, and amount of GST paid. Sir, the purpose to prepare this format in a very simplified way is that we know that each and every preparation is not going to be handled by the GST practitioner or by the chartered accountant. The article the staff is going to handle. So for that purpose, this report, if your staff is just go through with 3 to 4 times, then that person can easily prepare it within 3 to 4 hours. For rule number 42, calculation, we are saying that it is quite difficult to calculate the reversal as per rule number 42. So this formula we have inserted in this, so that you just need to show the amount of ITC, the non-business purpose, the business purpose exempted. So your reversal amount will automatically calculated by this tool. You just need to show it in the GSTR 3B return, or if you are doing the internal audit through this tool on half yearly basis, yearly basis, you just need to put the figures of half year, then your result will be in front. Now, a very specific checklist has also been included, and this checklist is also very, very, very important. That is, trends of the sales you have checked or not. Because if there will be a huge variation in the trends of sales, in that case, the charges of litigation will get enhanced. Turnover reconciled or not, category wise sales analysis done or not, that is taxable sales, non-GST sales, exempted sales, RCM related tax paid properly or not, input tax credit claimed properly or not, ITC credit bifurcation आपने check किया है नहीं किया. That means you are providing the complete thing to your client, that these things we have checked during this internal audit process, and you are also ensuring yourself that all these things I have done. Rule 42, 43 calculation checked or not, 17.5 reversal checked or not, financial statement terms checked or not, purchase register, discount, interest, HSN, additional place of business, creditors list, 86B, section 16.4, section 16.2, credit note time limit checked or not, debit note, e-way bill data, practical sample invoices checked or not, because you also need to check the physical invoices so that you can get the idea about the invoicing of your client. Counterparty verification done or not on sample basis, job work challan registered checked or not, bill to ship to model or rate differences and port sale discounts checked or not. Sir, if you will check during the business audit, they are only following 50 to 60% things based on provision of law, but we have tried to cover each and everything. Now, a very important thing is that about the invoice wise reconciliation, the invoices which is available in 2B, but I have not claimed the input tax credit, the invoices which is available in books of accounts but not available in 2B, or there may be chances that I have recorded an invoice in my books of accounts with different date and the same is available on GST and common portal with different date. So there will be a mismatch in the books of accounts at the time of filing of GSTR 9 and 9C. We have to check all this time and will provide the reconciliation to our client. Bhagwan Jane, client is going to change the in the books of accounts or not. So for that purpose, we can do one thing, sir. We can check it on half yearly basis. We can check it on annual basis as. So for that purpose, this invoice wise reconciliation is there. We'll also share that how we have prepared this invoice wise reconciliation in this particular session itself. So this is the first sheet, which is partially mismatched. In this sheet, we are providing to our client, there is a mismatch in the date or invoice number. Suppose there is a mismatch in the date. So date as per books of accounts 25th of September, but as per 2B, the date is 24th of September. So we have red highlighted that as per 2B, this is the date and you have to take the corrective measures in your books of accounts. So based on our internal audit report, client will easily check the same. RCM related invoices, sir. मैंने बोला था we have total three things related to reverse charge mechanism. One is inquiry related to reverse charge mechanism. Another is reverse charge mechanism as per books of accounts and as per 3B. Now the third thing, reverse charge mechanism as per GSTR 3B, as per GSTR 2B. So as per GSTR 2B, these are the invoices on which RCM has not been paid by the client. So we can suggest that, sir, this is the amount of RCM or this is the taxable value on which you have not paid the reverse charge mechanism. So now pay it and claim the input tax credit. Because after expiry of timeline, you will not be eligible for the same. There may be certain invoices which is not found in GSTR 2B. So we can share the same with our client that these invoices which are not available in GSTR 2B. So, sir, now this is completely your decision. You are going to claim the input tax credit or you are reversing the same. If you will reverse it now, then it is completely okay. But in case of departmental authority, if you will going for the reversal, then maybe interest, maybe penalty. So multiple things are there. So these are the things basically we have covered in this Excel sheet. Or now I can say this is the tool. Okay, and this is a completely customizable tool. You can provide your logo, you can add on certain things, you can add on certain lines. So I have one drafted Excel report which I have shared with my client, that is internal audit report in the PDF file. Sir, the PDF file is visible to you? Now it is visible. Okay, sir, believe me, this is the first time when I am sharing the draft, that is the development file in front of the professionals. Okay, the PDF and the Excel, the development file only. This is the development file only. Sir, if we'll share the Excel file, then this will be floated in the market. Now, this is the PDF report which we are supposed to share with our clients. Okay, just figure will be there. They just need to generate the file. So this complete PDF file will be there. In the baseline, now the address will also be there. The logos of the client will be there. Certain marketing things will also be there. So this is the complete report. Okay. Now, sir, one point is that this invoice voice reconciliation which you have provided, that is partially mismatch, the GSTR 2B and 3B ka reconciliation, okay, and the input reconciliation invoice wise. So how we can do the same with certain techniques or tools? Are you really interested to know about the tool that we are following for the reconciliation of input tax credit? And this is a customized tool. So this tool is the Power BI based model. Now we all know, I think you all know the name of Power BI. Did you know the name of Power BI? Anyone who has idea about the Power BI model? Because now the time of Excel has also. So this is a Power BI based tool. In this specific tool, you just need to import the Excel file from your books of accounts and Excel file generated from the GSTN common portal. You just need to import both these files. No need to import, although you just need to put it in a specific folder. This tool will automatically get the data from the folder. You just need to give the name as per GSTR 2A, as per GSTR 2A, as per books of accounts. This file will automatically get the data from that folder, okay, and prepare this type of reconciliation. In this type of reconciliation, you just need to select invoice date mismatch. If you will select invoice date mismatch, then this tool will show you that these are the invoices in which there is a mismatch in the invoice date. So you can directly share the Excel with your client that these are the invoices in which you have mentioned the wrong date, so correct it. Number of invoices will also shared with you. Invoice number mismatch, in that case also this tool will share with you the list that in these invoices the invoice number is incorrect. Total 31 invoices, you can directly share the same. Now I am taking the data from 1st April 2019 to 22nd May 2024. You may reduce the same with this bar. Okay, this bar is also available. If you want to check the invoice value mismatch, then total 2 invoices are there in which there is a invoice value mismatch. Okay, B2B portal and the taxable value, there is a mismatch that will also be shared. Matched invoices will also be shared. Not in party, that means those invoices which is not there in books of accounts but the same is there in the GSTR to be, the same will be shared. Not in portal, that means the invoices which is there in books of accounts but the same is not available in 2B, you can also trace the same. And you can also generate the Excel file from this. Okay, tax amount mismatch, you can easily trace the tax amount mismatch. Tax rate mismatch also you can easily trace. Now sir, this is the one thing of reconciliation. Now I want something more from this specific tool. So for that purpose, you can go for the consolidate update, in which you this portal will show you the eligible input tax credit based on the data sheet. And the eligible input tax credit is nothing, the input tax credit which has been reconciled with the books of accounts. This will show you the total figure for which the input tax credit not in there in books of accounts. It will also show you the figure for which the ITC not is there in books of on GST in common portal. This is the consolidated update. Now, if you require the combined data related to portal party wise, so you can trace the party wise data as well for your analysis perspective. From a single party, how many time that person has bought the goods, you just need to click on the party, all the invoices related to parties will be there. So if you want to trace a specific invoice, you can easily trace the same. The purpose of this, to trace the things, to analyze the things. Okay, so whatever party you want to analyze, you just need to click, all the invoices of that party will be there and you can easily check the same. You can easily analyze the bogus invoices as well. You want to check the combined party details, that means as per books of accounts, then also you can easily trace. Now sir, ये तो हो गई reconciliations. I want a visual, so visual reconciliation is also there, so that you can found a visual chart. Okay, this is just a draft report. So blue is showing for the match. Okay, not matching part is pink, red is invoice value mismatch, blue is invoice number mismatch. So you can easily trace the same. If you will click on yellow, tax rate mismatch will be there, it will automatically share with you. So through this particular visualization, you can check the internal control of your client. If there will be a huge mismatch, then internal control is very weak. You can also share this sheet with your client that, sir, yes, we have prepared this specific thing for you. And in this Power BI model tool, you can prepare the reconciliation for thousands of clients and number of clients, no restrictions. That is what is the role of this specific Power BI based model tool. So the purpose, sir, the purpose of this session, sir, no maximum line item. You can go for any number, n numbers. No maximum line items are there. Now, what is the cost, sir? We'll share. Okay, we'll share something. The purpose of this session, the purpose of this workshop, literally, the purpose of this workshop is not to market anything or not to sell anything to you. Okay, the purpose is only one. Believe me, the purpose is only one, to give you idea that, sir, these are the things on which we should focus. Because I am also taking multiple physical sessions, multiple trainings. In that case, I am finding only one question, that, sir, will learn GST, but how will attract the client, how will retain the client? That is the solution only we have, that we have to follow. Okay, So that is what is the purpose of this workshop. Sir, for this Excel tool, you just need to generate the Excel file from your GST and common portal and from the books of accounts. Okay. And you just need to put it in a specific folder. It will automatically trace the same. And for this, our Excel tool from which we have generated the PDF file. So we have to generate the data from books of accounts, but there is certain process and that I am not able to share the same in 1 hour. Okay. Yes, you can export the same from Tally. You can export the data from the Tally. That is also possible. Yes, there is a specific template that is for GST and Common Portal generated from GST and Common Portal. And for Tally or any other software, we have designed a specific template that is also the GSTN format. You just need to cut, copy, and paste the data on that template so that the reconciliation will be prepared. Excel from Tally, you have to Excel. Okay. And this tool we have also provided to many GST authorities as well. Okay. For the reconciliation purpose, for the analysis purpose, they require they are taking this particular tool for the this particular type of purpose. Okay. Many tools are there in the market. They are on the annual subscription or they are costly tools. Okay. Hence, we have developed this Power BI model in house. And the purpose is that to analyze certain things, and also we are doing R&D on this tool itself. Okay, multiple things which we are going to add in future. Now, sir, post this session you will get one feedback form. Okay, so I request everyone just to provide your feedback in 3 to 4 lines on that feedback form. This is my request. Now, sir, today whatever we have covered, that was Taylor. Now we are coming with a 7 days workshop. Okay, in the last week of April. Okay? Last week of April, that means 24th of April till 30th of April, we have a 7 days workshop in which we'll cover how to get the data, how to put the data, how to analyze the data, and the date why we are taking as last week of April or first week of May. The purpose is only one, because our GST comprehensive course is going on. Okay, so we don't want that we are directly provide certain technical things to our participants without providing the details related to GST law. Okay, and also we are doing certain filters. We are providing certain filters about this tool as well, for a very good tool in a very good shape. Okay, now certain participants are asking for this tool, so I have to share for the cost as well. Yes, definitely I am going to share with you certain things. Okay, just be with me. आपने इतने देर मुझे peer किया है, so whatever will be your comments, first provide in the chat box that are you thinking that yes, this tool is useful for you or this tool is useful for the practitioners. Yeah, sir, many tools are available. Tools are many tools are available in the market, but the point is that you should know the right use of that tool. You should know the purpose of that tool. You should know that how we can get the data in a perfect way, because if you will put any wrong data in the tool, in that case output will always wrong, whatever will be the tool, whatever will be the software. So we need to learn that thing as well. Okay, so we have a 7 days workshop. With that workshop, we are going to provide this tool and this Power BI model tool as well. Both the tools we are providing, that is Excel and the Power BI model. Actual price is 10,000 rupees, but we have connected with the company, and for our GST comprehensive course participants, there is a 50% off, that is 5,000 rupees will be the fees for the course, that is 7 days training with the GST tool with the Power BI model. Okay, so this is the total cost, that is 5,000 rupees. Okay, actual price is 10,000 rupees. You can check the websites, or you can compare the same with the other softwares as well. Okay, you can compare it with the other softwares as well. It will be a very advanced tool, you can say, and very simple tool. Okay, so if anyone wants to place the order, then I'm just going to share with you the link. The price of 5,000 is valid for today only. So if anyone wants to place the order, that person has to place the order by today itself. But you will get, you will get, you will get, you will get the tool by first week of May. Okay, but the price of 5,000 is for today only, and there is no annual renewal is required. This is a one time investment of 5,000 rupees for Excel tool. For Power BI model tool, there is a subscription plan which we are not taking anything, we are not taking anything for the developments. Okay, there is a specific amount which will taken by the Microsoft itself, and that will be around 5 to 700 per annum. Okay, and that you just need to pay on that basis. Complete support will be available, no any additional charges will be there. Whatever will be the things we are going to develop will add on in this particular tool. Okay, so no issue from that side, because this is our in-house tool. Okay, we have developed it, so our purpose is just to provide you the details, and training date will be first week of May, and the complete recording of the trainings will also be provided. ऐसा नहीं है कि will provide you the trainings and then after you will not get the recordings. So you will get the recordings, and the purpose of training is that Power BI model tools are quite complicated. Okay, so we'll give you 3 days hands-on as well, in which you will input the data, you will get the reports, you will analyze the things, you will analyze the results of that specific thing. Okay, that is what is the purpose of this 7 days training. We'll also share how to get the data, how to import, how to export, how to analyze. Everything will be shared. Future amendment will all automatically be updated, because when we'll develop or when we'll amend our file, then the same will be automatically updated for you. We'll provide you a specific ID and password. You can log in through the ID and password. Okay, for that Power BI based model tool, and Excel tool will also be coded with the password and password protected. So you just need to put the password, the tool will be open. Okay, so if anyone wants to place the order, then I have shared already the link. The purpose of this session is not to sell. The purpose of this session is not to sell any type of tool. The purpose is only one, to give you idea that these things are available in the market. Now I am just sharing. If you want to buy, you can go. Okay. Yes, this is a cloud based. That Power BI model tool is cloud based, but the Excel tool is not cloud based. Okay, this is a simple file, but that will be shared with full of codings. Windows support system will definitely support it. Windows system will definitely support it. No any specific system is required. So if you are interested to buy this tool, you can place the order by today itself, because the price is 5,000 rupees for the course, that is 7 days course, including the tool and including the Excel tool. These three things will be there for you. Annual renewal, Microsoft will charge, and you have to pay the amount to Microsoft, not to us. But support will be there from our side. No, sir, this is a discounted price. Actual price is 10,000 rupees. We are paying it just for 5,000 rupees. Yes, GSTR 2B and books. This reconciliation is for GSTR 2B and book. Yes, definitely the recording will be shared. Definitely the recording will be shared. Not an issue. Yes, the complete tool, Power BI model, Excel tool for 5,000. Sir, that is our Excel tool, and also the reconciliation part. Also the reconciliation part. Have you checked this one? Through that, you can get the combined party-wise detail, combined portal-wise detail, visual reconciliation. These are the add-ons which will be there. Is that okay? Any question, then you may comment in the chat box. And if you don't want to buy the tool by today itself, then also this is okay. I will connect with team. Okay, so if you don't want to buy the tool by today itself, maximum participants are not supposed to buy today itself, then don't place a single order. Okay, no one should place the order. We'll give you extended time of 4 to 5 days. We'll try to provide the same. So you can place the order by tomorrow, by day after tomorrow. We'll update in the WhatsApp group. Okay, we'll update the same in the WhatsApp group. I will come for a poll that how many of you wants to buy this tool, and then after you can place the order by tomorrow and by day after tomorrow. If yes, yes, definitely, tool plus course plus everything will be there. Yes, the recordings will be shared. So I request everyone, don't place the order. You may place the order from tomorrow and day after tomorrow, but don't place a single order for today, because there is certain conditions with the company as well. I have also connected with the directors, and I have also have to take the permission from the directors for the discount. Okay, so that discount was limited for today only. But if no single order will be placed, in that case, I may connect with the directors for the enhancement. Okay, that is what is the purpose. We'll go for a poll in the WhatsApp group. So anyone who wants to buy the tool, then please participate in the tool so that I can manage accordingly. And tomorrow we have a regular class from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. without questions. Question will be taken after 9 p.m. Okay. So, and if you have any query, any question related to that, you can definitely connect in the WhatsApp group. Sir, last week, those who are there, those who are there, today we have no regular class as already communicated the same. The reason being, many participants said that, sir, we are not able to take 2 hour session back to back. So we have no session on today. We have session on tomorrow. So we have already communicated the same with the participants. So it will create certain confusions. Okay. Instead of that, we can go for a 2 hour session on Friday, that we can do with prior information. Okay, because now if I will share with the participants, in that case it will create some confusion. I think Mahendra sir, you are agree with me. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for listening. Whatever will be your feedback about this specific session, and I request everyone, whatever will be your decision about the tool, the purpose is only one. Just keep these things in your mind. We have to follow these things in our regular day-to-day practice. That is what is the very important thing which we need to keep in our mind. Thank you once again. After this session, we'll share with you one link for the feedback, and I request everyone to provide your valuable feedback. Thank you once again for joining the session. Okay, we'll discuss. Tomorrow we have a session from 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, and the link will be shared by tomorrow morning. So thank you once again. Bye bye. Take care.